Hi, everybody. Thank you for your time and your attention. My name is Jose Anaya, and I'm the Director of Partnerships at EVOshare. And what EVOshare is doing is giving employees an entirely new way for them to save for the 401k. Typically employees have only had one source of money for their retirement savings, and that's been their paycheck. And that paycheck, as we know, has gone to so many different things that employees have been left repeatedly with little to nothing for their retirement. And this is something that is not only hurting employees, but also employers. Employers spend good money to offer a 401k plan to their employees. But a 401k plan is only effective if employees are actually using it and taking advantage of it. And employers right now, they're struggling to get their employees to take full advantage of their 401k plan. And so our solution at EVOshare is to make it as easy as possible for employees to participate in their 401k plan. Instead of asking employees to take more money from their own paycheck, which we know they don't want to do, we say spend as usual at over 10,000 merchants within our network, and we will give you cash back that would be applied to your 401k plan. And so a big part of what we do, as you would imagine, is team up with merchants online and locally that agree to giving a percentage cash back every time an employee makes a purchase with them. And so we've been able to team up with top online companies like eBay, Target, Expedia, and some online companies can give up to 20% cash back per transaction. We've also been able to team up with over 8,300 brick and mortar locations nationwide. And these are stores, bars, restaurants where employees can now go into with their family members, friends, colleagues, get a meal, and on that meal, receive between 5 to 10% cash back on every transaction. And so it's an entirely new source of money that we've been able to generate and open up for employees and their 401k plan. So how do employees earn cash back? If somebody wants to earn cash back at a local business, let's say Red Robin just joined us nationwide. All they need to do is link their existing debit or credit card with Visa, MasterCard, or American Express and swipe that card when they make a purchase at Red Robin. Within seconds, that employee is going to receive the cashback amount that they were promised. It's that instant. And let's say an employee is getting mileage points or cashback on that card. We actually don't compete with that. So our cashback will be on top. And it removes a lot of friction when it comes to getting employees to adopt this benefit. If an employee wants to earn cashback online, all they need to do is go through their portal, EVOshare portal, click on the logo of a company that they want to visit, and shop as usual. But we know that employees don't want another portal to have to log into. And for that reason, we've created a browser extension that would notify employees every time they come across an online participating business while they're browsing the web. So, it's likely for somebody to think of Target before they think of EVOshare, right? We're not trying to change that brand recognition. And so as they go to, through Google Chrome and type in Target, we're going to trigger a pop-up, and we're going to remind that employee that they can earn 4% cash back at Target to their retirement, and it'll become, X amount upon retirement. So we always highlight the future value of whatever the cashback is that they're receiving. And employees, the majority of them call us cashback on steroids for that reason. And so we don't just give employees cash back. We have many other ways to increase 401k contributions. One of them is actually impulse savings. So we all know about impulse spending, right? You walk into that grocery store, walk out with that Snickers bar or Almond Joy, in my case, that you never intended to buy. And so we see that merchants have made it so easy for employees and individuals in general to spend more than they plan. And so we thought to ourselves, why not the retirement industry, and why can't we have the ability to get employees to save more than they plan? And so every time an employee receives cash back through EVOshare, slash money they never had before, we say, hey, if $10 is going to become X amount upon retirement, why not set aside $5 from your own pocket? $10 from your own pocket and supercharge your retirement contributions. And in this way, we can get employees to eventually change habits and be thinking more frequently about the retirement. And the other feature that we have on our platform is called family contributions. So let's say an employee has a spouse that most likely shops at the merchants that we're already partnered with. Let's say Nordstrom, or that spouse travels often through Priceline. So that employee can get their spouse or just family member to shop through EVOshare, and whatever cashback that family member gets would be applied to that employee's 401k plan. And so essentially, we can tap into full household spending habits and be able to unite families around the benefit of a 401k plan with their employer. We see a big market opportunity. Our goal through cashback earnings, impulse spending, and family contributions is to get employees to contribute an additional $1,000 per year toward their sponsored plan. And there are many benefits, not just to the employee, but also to the employer. And 401k or retirement industry service providers that are catering to these employers and employees. $94.6 billion is what we can eventually contribute in additional retirement savings to the industry. As far as traction, we've been able to roll out our platform with employers and employees, and even service providers in the retirement industry. In the case of one of our clients, we were able to get 66% of employees that were not participating in their 401k plan to begin participating. And we've also been able to team up with the fastest growing registered investment advising firm in the nation. They're called Resources Investment Advisors, and they've agreed to license and distribute EVOshare to over 320,000 employees that they serve nationwide. We have a strong team that's backing what we're doing at EVOshare. Our co-founder and CEO, Eugenie, he's actually built and sold multi-million-dollar companies in the past, and he used to run the largest microloan provider in the ex-Soviet Union area. I used to head up new business development at Coca-Cola within the Northern California region, and worked a lot with merchants, and really got a chance to play a part in scaling our merchant acquisition efforts. And we have 2 board members that are each presidents of retirement advising firms, and they collectively manage over $15 billion in assets. So they've provided invaluable insight into what we're doing and helped us refine our platform for employers and employees, and also retirement service providers nationwide. Thank you for your time. I want to open it up for any questions you all might have. Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, I'm curious, how do you profit from this business model? Are there any kind of hidden charge on this?
Yeah, so we profit in 2 ways. The first way is a retail model. So let's say an employer wants to roll this out for their employees. They would pay an onboarding fee per employee that signs up for EVOshare. That can range between $5 to $10, depending on the size of the company. And a monthly fee per active employee, and that ranges between $1 to $3, depending on the size of the company. And but let's say a financial company like Prudential, per se, they want to make it available to all the employers that they service. If a financial company is partnering with us, they can actually make EVOshare available at no cost to those employers. If they want to customize our platform and leverage our touch points to market to employees, educate them, and so forth, we have a licensing model that those financial companies would engage in. And we also make a percentage on the back end from the merchants. So we take about 1% on every employee transaction, and that's what helps us fund the operations if a financial company were to make it at no cost to their clients.
How are you getting your deposits into the 401k now?
Good question. I was actually hoping somebody would ask that. We have a proprietary process in place for that. As we know, 401k industry is strictly regulated. Only the employee or the employer are allowed to contribute. And so we figured out a way to align with that. And what we do is once a quarter, we collect the amount of cash back that each employee has accumulated. So let's say an employee has accumulated $100 within a period of 3 months. The first thing we do is send that employee their cashback earnings via check or direct deposit. And then once the employee receives that money on hand, we have the employer deduct the exact same dollar amount from their upcoming paycheck as an additional 401k contribution. And through the rollouts we've done with employers and employees, it's taken employers less than 15 minutes per quarter to make that additional deduction happen for their employees. So it's 1 hour per year in terms of investment. If we have a financial company involved, like a record keeper, they can automate that for the employer to the point that they don't have to put in that 1 hour annually. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jose. Next up, we have one of our panelists. We have Safwan from Pay Active. Please welcome to the stage, Safwan.